I'll give it 10 more seconds and we'll start. Okay, look, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining us for our 60th anniversary celebration. We want to celebrate the past. We want to celebrate obviously the present and the future. And we've got some fantastic guests here today. We've got our patron, Martin Griffiths, who's going to be speaking, but also our very own Maria McNichol. We've got CJ and we've got Nadeem. And then we'll be finishing with a question and answer session hosted by our wonderful Director of Fundraising, Katie Vaughan. But before we start, can I just ask everyone please to put themselves on mute so there's no embarrassing background noises. That would be terrific. Okay, so today, St Giles Trust was founded by two very well-known people of their time, Leonard Cheshire, who I'm sure many of you will know, and Freddie Mills, who many of you probably won't know. He was the then current world boxing champion. He was the sort of David Beckham of his time, the first sort of almost TV celebrity. Sadly for St Giles, the first thing we did when we were founded was do a fundraising event, which involved Freddie in a boxing ring with a kangaroo. The kangaroo had a rather better time of it than Freddie, and Freddie was knocked out, and it wasn't a flying start to the charity. Fortunately, through the likes of Katie and her fundraising team, we've got a bit more sophisticated in how we raise our funds now. But I think we're here to really celebrate 60 years. We've grown from being a local Southwark charity to genuinely a regional powerhouse, delivering really gritty, high caliber, highly credible, often really difficult, trauma-informed services that are life-changing, genuinely life-changing for our clients. I think what we are most famous for, and what I'm most proud of, is the fact that we are utilizing our lived experience model. We call them peer advisors, and this was the brainchild of Maria, who's going to be speaking later. So huge credit must go to Maria for all she's done in us becoming world leaders in this unique form of service delivery, using people's past experiences to help transform not only their own futures, but other people's futures as well. And there's some great numbers here. We've helped 200,000 clients, it's estimated, over the last 60 years. We've created 2,500 of these highly intensive, world-class peer advisors to help deliver those services. And it is estimated, using the evaluations that have been done on St Giles Trust, that we've saved the taxpayer a staggering £1.7 billion, which is a huge amount of money. And obviously we'd be able to fund a huge amount of nurses if it was transferable across. And I'm very proud of that bit of work we've done. We are now a national charity. We are operating in all four corners of the UK, and we've got some amazing regional hubs in Yorkshire, in Wales, and I'm going to speak Welsh for a second, Pen du Wyn Hapus, which for those hopefully will recognise as happy birthday. We've got amazing work going on, particularly with women's services in Eastern region. We've got some really dynamic work going on both in West and East Midlands. And obviously we've been strong in London and the largest gangs exit service, etc., in London, and we continue to thrive there. But this has all happened because of the incredible support that generosity that you have given to St Giles Trust. You have made it all possible. So for 60 years, thank you for helping us to thrive and make such a difference. I don't think there's ever been such a need for St Giles Trust to be to be thriving, to be dynamic. I think if we look at the social inequality now, and you look at food poverty, there has never been a greater need for us to be sort of doing our work and being funded to do their work, and to be bold and brave and demanding that government does more to make a difference. We are utilizing this lived experience model. People are beginning to understand its value, and I think we are really, because of its authenticity and because of its credibility, we often do make the impossible sort of happen. So for me, there are just two legacies I want you to take away about our 60th. One is that we want to transform the way the whole sector, not just the charity sector, but maybe even statutory sector, view clients. They see them as an asset, as someone they can help train to become their future workforce. utilizing the lived experience model so that it becomes a way of helping people actually engage in their services. And I think that's really interesting that we've just won some work with probation called Engaging People on Probation to help change the culture of the probation service by utilizing lived experience and changing the way they think and see clients and how they engage with lived experience, which I think is a really great thing. And I think the other thing is there's so little trust in society. Our clients, one of their biggest problems is they do not trust anyone who's engaging with them. They don't trust, sadly, the police. They don't trust probation. They don't trust social services. And then we look at, no one trusts big corporates. People don't trust government. People certainly don't trust politicians right now. So, trust is in our name. So we must always remember that trust is important. We will always deliver on our promises. And I think those are the two legacies. We've been world-class at delivering on our promises. We can never let that go. And I suppose, the last thing is, one day, I hope we genuinely put ourselves out of business. That we are able to look at a society where there is equality, that we have helped people move out of food poverty, moved out of crime, moved out of violence as a way of life, help people who have been exploited and groomed so there is no more. But at the moment, sadly, we've got plenty to do. And I just want to say thank you one last time before we go into a little short video, just for all those that have supported St Giles Trust, all those who have supported us financially, all those who have supported us by commissioning us, all those that have supported us by being partners, and all those that have been there through thick and thin, making sure that we are able to thrive using our lived experience model in helping change these 200,000 lives. And over the next 60 years, hundreds of thousands of more lives.